Hello and welcome to the daily cricket show, Cricket Happenings. Today, dear friends and subscribers, excitement has hit fever pitch in cricket today. As one would remember Yuvraj Singh smacking six sixes of a single over in a T20 World Cup of the bowler Stuart Broad. And also, one would remember that Yuvraj Singh went on to a record of hitting the fastest 50 of just 12 balls. And that fastest 50 of 12 balls was later on equalled by the West Indian dasher Chris Gale when in the Big Bash League he hit a 50 of 12 balls. But today, what happened is something which was unimaginable. But it has come about by a brave country, Afghanistan. We are talking about the Afghanistan Premier League today, where a young and specially talented guy by the name Hazratullah Zazai, a left-handed batsman. In fact, he went on to hit both the things that Yuvraj Singh and Chris Gale did. First, he went on to hit six sixes of a single over of a bowler, of a spinner named Mazai. I mean, he was representing, it was Kabul Zwanan taking on the Balk Legends. Balk Legends had ran up a huge score, probably the highest score of the APL, 244 for 6 of their 20 overs. With the man who did it was available there. Chris Gale smacking 80 of just 48 balls with 10 fours and 48 balls. 2 fours and 10 sixes, 46 Munavira, 50 Darvish Rasuli, 38 was a perfect batting pitch. And then Hazratullah Zazai, Kabul were chasing 245 to win from 20 overs in the Afghanistan Premier League match here. And Hazratullah Zazai, the opener, a left-handed opener, smited six sixes of a single over of the bowling of the spinner Mazai to make. First, he hit the six sixes of a single over to equal the record held by Yuvraj Singh of India, and then he went on to equal another record which is jointly held by Yuvraj Singh and Chris Gale, and that is to score the fastest 50 in T20 cricket of just 12 balls. Now, there are 3 people who hold the record for the fastest 50 in 12 balls. One is India's Yuvraj Singh, second is Chris Gale of West Indies, and now it's the Afghanistan player Hazratullah Zazai making history for Afghanistan cricket and also in the Afghanistan Premier League, as he smited six sixes in a single over of the spinner Mazai and went on to make the fastest 50 of just 12 deliveries. And when he finished off, he had hit 62 runs of just 17 deliveries, which included 7 sixes, 6 sixes coming off a single over, and 1 6 or 7 sixes and 4 boundaries to really set the stadium alight today in the chase of 244 at the Sharjah cricket ground, who got immense entertainment from this youngster. And this youngster is showing that he's something special, as it was clean hitting, it was raw power. And also one more thing, you always, whenever friends and subscribers, you happen to see the video, I was a witness to this. I could watch it on my television today, which I'm very happy about, that I could see all those 6 sixes. There were sixes hit, probably 3 sixes hit on the onside, 2 sixes on the offside, but the last 6, according to me, was something that would take the cake, because Mazari the spinner, actually shortened his length and tried to see to it that he does not smack him for a 6. But it was bowled wide outside the off stump. But Hazratullah Zazai, in the form and in the fire he was in, he reached for the ball and deposited Mazari into the Sharjah crowd for a magnificent 6. And what a player Hazratullah Zazai has announced his arrival in cricket, according to me, because he is someone which Afghanistan would probably think of trusting him as a T20 opener. But yes, he hit a spinner, but again, it really takes guts to hit 6 sixes in a single over and smack a 50 of just 12 deliveries. take a bow, Hazratullah Zazai. Just I'll give you a live cricket update here. Right now I see that the chase is still going on. 170 for 4 in reply to 244. The Kabul's won on in the 16th over, but they have a long way to go. They need 74 runs. They don't have much batting to come. Rashid Khan, Colin Ingram is there. The Shahidullah is doing a good job. It's a perfect batting pitch. You never know what would be. So Wayne Parnell can hit the ball wide as well. So we are probably waiting to see what really happens. And as and when I get the outcome, I will relay it to you as I am on this cricket show. And if at all you want to know more about it, you can go on to my Twitter page and look at the comments that I have made about Hazratullah Zazai, the Afghanistan batsman. Oh my word, this was tremendous stuff according to me from Hazratullah Zazai. Now, so this is the reason I started off with this particular cricket breaking news here, which was hitting fever pitch according to me. Now, because as I said, it was unimaginable that a youngster from Afghanistan would equal the record for 6 sixes in a single over in 2020 cricket. Well, now I'm going to talk about the second test between West Indies and India. Also, let me tell you before I get on to the West Indies, India final test, the final test match, it ended in a 2-0 victory for India. India finishing off the match on the third day of play itself. But one thing that I would like to say before I go there is that the T20 match between South Africa and Zimbabwe was abandoned due to heavy rain there at the stadium in Willamore Park in Benoni, and so now it's all about the second test match between West Indies and India, and this was on the third day's play where India yesterday consolidated through also just tell you the summary of what really happened. West Indies bowlers, in fact, Jason Holder taking the second new ball pretty quickly early in the morning, taking full advantage of the morning dew that was available in Hyderabad and keeping India to just 367. That was a job absolutely well done, which gave India only a lead of 56 runs, with Jason Holder getting a 5-4, getting a 5-wicket haul. And one thought West Indies had done a good job with both bat and ball here. But one never thought that West Indies will capitulate for 127 runs, and that too by Umesh Yadav, who in the first innings took career best test figures of 6 wickets, added 4 wickets more to the tally in the second innings. All of them were either LBW or clean bowled, and Umesh Yadav went on to get his first 10-wicket haul in test cricket. And he happens to be only the third Indian bowler to get a 10-wicket haul in a test match in India. As you know, the Indian pitches are all flat pitches or turning pitches. You very rarely get fast pitches, but here in this pitch in Hyderabad, Umesh Yadav has extracted immense life out of the pitch, and he has really done a great job. As I said, in India, for a fast bowler to get so many wickets is something which is a very difficult thing, and Umesh Yadav has done the impossible and really put a headache among the Indian selection committee, because India has a lot of riches to choose from. Umesh Yadav is quite skiddy, and he's quite a guy who has wonderful pace, and if you look at his victims, everybody were either LBW or clean bowled. So that really tells you that he has bowled at some tremendous pace here, and and thanks to Umesh Yadav, the India priced out the West Indies for 127, and the Indian openers, without any mishap, clearing the target of 72 on the third day itself where the match finished, and India in fact winning the series, the 2-test series against the West Indies 2-0, and that too both the matches have been completed in under 3 days, and that is a sort of a great feeling for India to have decimated the West Indies 2-0 in the series. Well, so now we are going to look at the match between West Indies and India. Let's have a look at what happened today, that is on the third day. So we had Ajinkya Rahane and Pant actually resuming the innings, as I said, Jason Holder, the West Indian captain, summoned for the second new ball. He took the second new ball immediately because he knew that this pitch, there was some juice in the pitch, and also the morning dew was a factor, and that was a wonderful decision by Jason Holder, which enabled him to actually take a 5-wicket bag and restrict the Indians to just 367. So the first wicket to go today in the morning was Rishabh Pant. Now Rishabh Pant has made it a habit of missing his century, and today that is what precisely happened. He had got 92 with 11 fours and 2 sixes, but he was definitely peppered by a lot of bouncers from Shannon Gabriel. Shannon Gabriel started testing him in the morning by bowling a lot of bounces at him, and this was a ball which gained some extra bounce off the deck, one could say, from Gabriel, who bowls at some wonderful pace, and it was a wonderful catch taken by this. Pant normally is a good cutter of the ball. In fact, you could have cut the ball, but in fact tried to just punch it through the point region, and the ball was really traveling at some good pace, but it was Hetmyer on the second attempt, actually getting the ball stuck between his hands in the air, and then he completed the catch, and Rishabh Pant once again was walking back to the pavilion after making 92 with 11 fours and 2 sixes. So that was wicket number 1 for the West Indies. After that, the next batsman to go was Ajinkya Rahane. In fact, Ajinkya Rahane was the first to go because Jason Holder, as I said, took the second new ball. One more extra bounce from Holder. Now Holder, what he was doing best today was bowling a stump-to-stump line, and he was attacking the stumps all the time, and that was the good thing. And that is what precisely Umesh Yadav was also doing, as you would remember. And Rahane actually had a jab at it, and the gully was into the picture with Hope taking the catch, and that was the end of Ajinkya Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane making 80 with 7 boundaries. So now the score read 314 for 5, then become 322 for 7 with Pant gone. Jadeja was the next victim of Jason Holder, as Jadeja was out for a blob, as this was a full-length delivery. In fact, Jadeja playing down the wrong line, and he was hit on the pads, and up went the umpire's finger. Jadeja gone for naught, and then Ashwin was joined in by Kuldeep Yadav, but Kuldeep Yadav was castled by Holder. It was a cracker of a delivery. There was the off-stump cartwheel as he bowled this delivery, and he jagged back, and Kuldeep Yadav was gone. Umesh Yadav was a victim of the bowling of the spinner Jamal Warrican, but Ravichandran Ashwin was sticking it out there, and he was trying to eke out as many runs as possible for India, and that's what he precisely did, as he was the last victim. He got support from Shardul Thakur, who walked in to bat today, which was surprising to see, but Shardul Thakur was not out on 4. Ashwin was clean bowled by Gabriel for 35 with 4 boundaries, as India were restricted to 367 all out. A job well done by the West Indies, especially the captain Holder taking the second new ball instantly. Now the bowling figures: Jason Holder getting a 5-wicket bag, 23 overs, 5 maidens, 56 runs and 5 wickets for Jason Holder. Shannon Gabriel, 20.4 overs, 1 maiden, 107 runs and 3 wickets. 2 wickets for 84 for Jamal Warrican, and that was the story of the day as far as the Indian innings was concerned. Now, with a 56 runs lead, West Indies started their approach, and now we will have a look at the wickets as to how they fell. So it was pretty disappointing that West Indies did not give, after doing very well in the first innings, they definitely did not give a good account of themselves. So let's have a look at what happened. The first wicket to go, it was I think it was on the second ball in the very first over. He nipped up the wicket of Brathwaite, and Umesh Yadav was the bowler. Umesh Yadav, it was the second ball of the West Indian second innings. It was on the leg side. It got the inside edge. Pant had taken the catch, and that was the first wicket. Brathwaite gone, caught Pant, bowled Yadav for naught. Wicket number 1, 0 for 1 the West Indies, and then it became 6 for 2 when Powell actually was out to a soft dismissal. because it was Rahane taking the catch. Ashwin was the bowler. In fact, Ashwin got a ball that drifted him. In fact, the previous ball he had just left it alone, but this one, Kevin Powell was forced to push at it, and it was the end of Kieron Powell as the ball turned away and Rahane took the catch, and Powell was gone for naught. So with both the openers gone for naught, the score read 6 for 2. After that, Shai Hope was a victim of the bowling of Ravindra Jadeja. Now this was a ball from Jadeja which was on the off stump, and the ball was turning. Hope actually followed it, and that was a comfortable catch to Rahane. Hope gone, caught Rahane, bowled Jadeja for 28 with 4 boundaries. Solomon Hetmyer, he was one too many, was trying a lot of strokes. In fact, he had got 17 with 3 boundaries before he got a ball from Kuldeep Yadav, which was spinning away from him on the off stump, and he was trying to have a heave at it, and the ball ended up in the point region where Pujara took the catch, and Hetmyer was a goner for 17 with 3 boundaries. The score at 45 for 3, 45 for 4 when Shai Hope left, and Sunil Ambrish gave some resistance, but in the meanwhile, this was Umesh Yadav special, one could say. Beautiful in-swinger from Umesh Yadav. In fact, he was looking to defend Roston Chase, but it actually breached through the defences and went off the inside edge and went on to knock the off stump off of the pedestal. And Roston Chase was gone, bowled by Yadav for 6. And then Shane Dowrich was also the next victim, as Shane Dowrich was also clean bowled by Umesh Yadav, who came back for his second spell as another in-swinger this time. And Dowrich, this ball once again was swinging in at good pace, and that was another instance of Umesh Yadav's good bowling. Dowrich gone, bowled Yadav for naught. Score rating 70 for 6 at the stage. As I said, Sunil Ambrish was sticking it out there, trying to see what you could do. But the other, and then he got the captain Holder coming in, but Holder could muster only 19 with 2 4s and 1 6 as Jadeja got into the act now, and there was a bit of fizz and turn for Jadeja as Holder went forward to the delivery. He was beaten by the turn of the pitch, and he took the edge, and Rishabh Pant managed to hold on. Holder gone for 19 with 2 4s and 1 6. Now the score was 108 for 7, and Ambrish knew that after the tailenders came that it was his time to actually play his strokes. But Sunil Ambrish was trying to sweep the delivery, but it was a straighter one from Jadeja, and it went on to hit his pad, and there was no doubt about that decision. Sunil Ambrish plumb leg before to Jadeja for 38 with 4 boundaries. And then it was easy going for India. Bishu was not out on 10 with 2 boundaries. Vadikunas bowled Ashwin for 7. Gabriel lost his stumps to Umesh Yadav as Kohli brought him particularly to give Yadav a chance to get his 10th wicket of the match, which he did. Gabriel's stumps were spread-eagled by Yadav with a beautiful delivery that he bowled. He was gone for 127 all out, and Umesh Yadav ending up with match figures of 10 wickets. The first time in a test match that Umesh Yadav has gone on to pick up a 10 wicket back, 12.1 overs, 3 maidens, 45 runs and 4 wickets. Ashwin 10 overs, 4 maidens, 24 runs and 2 wickets. Kuldeep Yadav 13 overs, 1 maiden, 145. Ravindra Jadeja 11 overs, 5 maidens, 12 runs and 3 wickets. Thus setting India a target of 72 runs to win the test match and the series. And the Indian openers, especially one was looking at KL Rahul, and KL Rahul really decided that he's going to buckle himself to the task. At the other end, Prithvi Shaw was not given a lot of room to actually play strokes today. They knew perfectly, but one was wondering that the Shannon Gabriel did not bowl in the second innings, which was a bit surprising. But nevertheless, Jason Holder and Jamal Warrican were the bowlers, and Prithvi Shaw was not out on 33 with 4 boundaries. He played in a sedate fashion today. KL Rahul at least got some form back and beaten 33 with 1 4 and 1 6. Game over. India winning the match by 10 wickets, winning the match under 3 days, and Prithvi Shaw, Umesh Yadav was the man of the match. Prithvi Shaw, in his very first outing in international cricket, was named player of the series, and he was given an opportunity to hold the trophy aloft as India won the series, test series against the West Indies 2-0 in just 6 days, one could say, because the first test finished in 3 days, the second test also finished in 3 days, and the bowling figures: Jason Holder 4 overs, none for 17, John Malvonican 4 overs, no made and none for 17, Devendra Bishu 4.1 overs, no made and none for 19, and Roshan Chase 4 overs, none for 14. And now and that is West Indies have been totally dumped by India in this test series 2-0, and that's a proud feeling, especially doing it in 3 days. That was the thing which was very, very pertinent according to me. And dear fans and subscribers, now the focus will be shifting on to the one-day series, likely to be starting on 21st, if I'm not wrong, the India-West Indies ODI series. That should be a more challenging one, I suppose, with a lot of players coming in. Probably Darren Bravo is back, and I think Kieron Pollard is coming in. So that should not be a one-sided contest, but should be a really, really challenging one. Well, dear fans and subscribers, just before I go, let me give you a cricket update on that record-breaking Hazratullah Zazai knock, which has taken him into the record books of T20, of hammering the 6 sixes in a single over and also getting a 50. While I'm talking to you, I'm just going to give a live cricket update here coming from the Sharjah cricket ground, where the Kabul Zwanans right now are 203 for 5. We are in the 19th over. They are chasing 244 for 6, which has been set by the Bharat legends. They require another 46 runs. They have 5 wickets in hand, 11 balls remaining in 46. On this pitch, I would say anything is possible. Rashid Khan is out into the centre, and he would be their biggest hope. Colin Ingram is still there, and I think I would say that the Kabul Zwanans still have a chance. 11 balls and to score. Unfortunately, I won't be there to give you any live cricket. You can catch up with me on Twitter on the Hazratullah Zazai's special knock of 6 sixes in a single over, and also the fastest 50, the joint fastest 50 of just 12 balls in the APL, joining India's Yuvraj Singh and West Indians Chris Gale as the trio to have holding the record. And Hazratullah Zazai, this particular cricket happening show, I have to say, while I'm going to end my cricket show, I have to say, take a bow, Hazratullah Zazai. Thank you.